And we have Elijah Wood, who is the Rattling Rogue. You know, Elijah Wood's always had, like, kind of like mice-like features to me, so I figure, hey, you know what, Elijah Wood, welcome aboard. Everybody, welcome, Falcon, Legend of Grimrock 2. If you're not familiar with Legend of Grimrock, the first game came out probably, I want to say, like, 2 years ago, roughly, if I have the right estimate right here. Really amazing game. What's really amazing about it, too, is the fact that there was a lot of level design into it, so you could kind of make your own custom modded dungeons, and that was a really big plus of it. Obviously, right now, since the game isn't necessarily released to the public just yet, we have no custom dungeons. But something I'll probably take a look into the future. Right now, we're just going to play Legend of Grimrock 2 Vanilla and see how that goes. I already have a load game going on where I have my characters already selected. So just for the interest of those of you that are, want to know about the story, I'm going to do, apply this out just to show you guys the story here. So I will shut up and you guys can watch this cutscene here. Alrighty, and now that we're ready to go, I guess I should probably start off by really quickly introducing our party here. We have Lady Gaga, the Human Knight, level 1. We have Vin Diesel, the Barbarian Minotaur. We have Taylor Swift, the Insectoid Wizard. Sorry, Taylor Swift, that's what we had to go with here. And we have Elijah Wood, who is the Rattling Rogue. You know, Elijah Wood's always had, like, kind of like mice-like features to me, so I figure, hey, you know what, Elijah Wood, welcome aboard. So this is going to be our starting squad over here. So as we first start off, we kind of... after we crash landed right there, there's a ship. As you could probably tell by the story, we were guided here for some reason or another. We were prisoners in that ship, but now we're here, crash landed. We gotta get out of here, right? So, how do we get out of here? Can I pop this open? Doesn't seem like we're having much luck with it though, right? So let me go and grab this branch, equip that onto Lady Gaga over here, and Lady Gaga, bust this open, there we go. WASD to move around, Q and E to turn. So, if you're not familiar with Legend of Grimrock, it's kind of like a first-person dungeon crawler type of thing. What's really crazy, or not crazy, but what's really, I think, exciting for me about this version compared to the old-school version, Legend of Grimrock 1, is that there's going to be a lot of outside maneuvering, right? It's not just going to be, I guess, focusing on nothing but dungeons. You're going to be actually be able to go outside, which is actually a little bit of a plus, because the first game actually kind of... at least for some of us, kind of exhibited that sort of claustrophobic type of mentality where you're just inside of dungeons nonstop, and that's what it is. Legend of Grimrock 2 actually has a little bit of an outside, a big portion of it outside, so that is a plus. So now that I've done that, we're going to be focusing on going forward here. I was just kind of wandering around so I could give you guys an understanding as to what the hell we're doing here. Let me pick this up. Obviously, everybody also needs a food type of thing, right? So you have to kind of maneuver your fatigue, your hunger levels and things of that nature. Right now I'm just kind of looking around because games like Legend of Grimrock really kind of focus on exploring quite a bit. There's a lot of secrets involved, so it's up to you, your exploring nature, to try to find them. Apologies for that. We're going to get some torn breeches. I'm going to equip these on Lady Gaga over here. Since the Barbarian has a lot more HP, he could probably take a few more hits. Let's see, we're going to continue going forward. Again, exploring, doing a lot of this and a lot of that. Checking out there's a little beach over here. We should be getting into some combat kind of relatively soon. Let me get that menu out of the way here. And we have a bone over here. This I'll probably equip on my Minotaur because he is a barbarian, so, you know, it kind of goes hand in hand in reality, right? Let me toss this rock over here. That didn't really do much. I gave the rock over to Elijah Wood because he's a rogue. I'm going to kind of specialize him a little bit on throwing weapons, so might as well just start out with some rocks. Let me pick this up, and oh, hey, how you doing there, Tortoise? Let me move out of the way here. So all the battle takes place in like active time, right? It's not like a turn-based type of game. You can maneuver around, try to avoid your enemies, and kind of be really... Oh, you're gonna corner me here, huh? Oh, you took a hit on Lady Gaga. How dare you? Now my mage, let me get this going over here. That's gonna be my first spell learned, which is the fire spell. Let me give you your rock again, and then we have some tortoise meat over here. And we'll pack that right about there for now. Okay, so first combat relatively well. That's basically a little bit of an introduction to the combat in terms of Legend of Grimrock. It's all active battle, it's not turn-based or anything like that, so you could definitely use the maneuverability to your advantage to try to avoid enemies and things of that nature. Let me just get this fire spell over here queued up just in case. There's another tortoise over there kind of mad that we probably killed one of his offsprings or maybe his significant other, we don't really sure. I'll have to ask him after we're done here. Let me toss this rock at him, blast him with fire, boom, 60 HP. Pick this rock back up automatically. And you know what? Minotaur, Vin Diesel, have some tortoise meat. Elijah Wood, have some tortoise meat as well. Alrighty, one of the first things that, I kind of went through this, like, the first portion already just to kind of get an understanding what I'm doing with here. So I was able to find this in my expedition, which is down over here. Boom. So if you're looking for secrets early on, there you go. Secret found. Let me pop this open. We got some shoes. Give this to Lady Gaga. We got some smoked sea bass. I'll give this to Taylor Swift. She probably likes the seafood anyway. And then we have a torch as well. We don't really need the torch right now because it's daytime, so we'll save that for later. We'll continue going forward over here. Let's see what we can find. Where are these crabs? These crabs, unfortunately, you can't really kill them for food. I tried a lot of times with leave meat, but it didn't work out for us. Or for me, I should say, not us. I'm not, you know, it's venom. I don't have a symbiote. And let's see here. We have a key. Perfect. Grab this, give it to Lady Gaga. Apparently Lady Gaga's just a big hoarder, so she's going to pick everything up right now. And what is this? Some darts. I'm going to get some darts over here to my throwing specialist, which is Elijah Wood. Fresh off The Hobbit. This is what he looked like exactly after The Hobbit, by the way. So this is a really good representation of what Elijah Wood did look like. So I really got to give my shout-outs to the almost human team over here with these portraits, because they look really, really true to nature as to what the characters over here look like. This is Lady Gaga, that is Vin Diesel, after a long day of recording videos, or not really videos, but movies somewhere. I record videos, Vin Diesel actually records feature lengths. Alright, Tortoise, just relax here for a second, let me just flame you up, hit you with this, hit you with that. Turn around, you just charge me. Go and charge it, try it. Yeah! Get over here to your side. That's not even a weapon. He can't throw his hand. Believe me, I've tried many times, but Elijah Wood cannot throw his hand. But let me give Taylor Swift this piece of tortoise meat over here. Alright, so far we're doing really good. The HP will kind of regenerate over time on its own, so we don't really have to worry about that too much. But we also have to worry about energy being replenished. So again, this will all be naturally restored as you go. You could also find crystal saves that actually will give you your whole health back and revive your characters. We need a key over here, which is a good thing I got this iron key. Pop this open. Alrighty, press tab key to access the map. So looking at our map over here, so far so good. How do I drag this around? Just by doing this? Gotcha. And this is the secret that we found earlier. Why is there a chest there? In reality, it should be gone just because I've already pillaged it. It makes me want to think I have to go back there and kind of check it out again. And we have a tattered shirt. I'll give this to Lady Gaga again because she is the squishy individual. She's going to be like a one-handed knight, light armor specialist, so... Let's see, that gate opened now, but it closed. So what we need to do here is, for now, let me put this right there. That opened up now, perfect. So I'm sorry, Lady Gaga, I took away your meat, so give you a poker face later on here. Let's see, and we have a letter. Let's pop this open and see what we read here. Dear visitor, welcome to my island. I hope your journey was not too detrimental to your health. I think you will find this island to be the most wonderful, yet the most perilous place on Earth. It's kind of like the reverse Disney in reality, or Disneyland. I don't have the high hopes about your survival, but maybe you can prove me wrong. Better equip yourselves before night falls. Alrighty, so night falls, right? We'll see about that, whoever you might be. So apparently we're just kind of, I Again, more of the story right here. Again, we were prisoners in some ship, and as you can saw through the cutscene there, if you did see the cutscene. Let me throw a dart at this guy. Let me flame this dude up. You gonna charge? Go ahead and charge. Try it. Go for it. Aw. I wasn't even there anymore, dude. Come on, you gotta make sure where your target's at. Minotaur man. Somebody kill this. Just kill this thing already, goddammit. Alright, cool. We're just gonna miss completely. Dart man? Excellent. Alright. Want some more tortoise meat? Here you go, Lady Gaga. Here's your meat back again. Now over here there's nothing, right? But that becomes available to us soonish. I won't spoil it just yet, but there is something you could do with that area right there. Let me move over here and grab this torn fruit. I'll give it to old rat-faced Elijah Wood over here. What is this? Crystal of Life. Touch to heal wounds and restore dead champions back to life. Beware, its power needs time to recharge, which is this guy over here. So we don't really necessarily need a heal right now, so I'm gonna bypass and using that and just keep going forward. There are some knives over here, which we will give to old Frodo Baggins. And let's see here. We'll keep the rocks in hand just in case, but for now we're fine this way. And I think that our next really goal is up to here where this tortoise is kind of running around. What do you have here, my friend? Oh, you saw me, right? I tried. Alrighty, I barely moved out of the way of that one. Throw some knives, get some fire going over here, flame on. I'm just old Johnny Storm from Fantastic Four. Alrighty, some more meat. Excellent. So, now that we're here, there's going to be a little bit of a puzzle involved over here, which, honestly, I was actually kind of surprised when I figured this out by myself. I did it relatively fast, that's why I'm surprised. X marks the spot, right? So you'd imagine probably, hey, let's look for an X spot. But then you see all these, and I said X spot, by the way, not X-Pac from Degeneration X lore. Not really lore, but whatever, man. Using my wrestling knowledge over here for some good, hopefully. So you want to kind of make this into an X, meaning you have to have all these things pressed in an X pattern, right? But in order to do that, we're going to have to use some of our items here. So let me just drop this tortoise meat over on this side. We will drop an egg momentarily here. And let's see, drop another egg over there. We need like 2 more of these, so let's use tortoise meat here and tortoise meat there. We'll step off and boom, opens up. The good thing about this is that once you've done that, you can come back and collect your items, so you haven't necessarily really lost them. Let me give this to you. Vin Diesel, I'm pretty sure meat's a big part of, or at least tortoise steaks are a big part of your diet to keep those muscles up and running, so have you hook up with that. Lady Gaga, let me give you this egg over here, and give you this as well. That's about it. Have we picked everything up? I think we have. Perfect. So now we're going to continue going forward. Vin Diesel's porker needs to get out of the way now. We've seen it enough. Okay. Now, we have Mermaid Man over here. Step over here, my friend. See what I'll do to you. Throw a knife. Hit him with a bone. Miss him with a stick. Oh, good. Part of the plan in reality. There we go. He's dead. Part of that miss was, you know, obviously intentional. I was just kind of goading him into, like, a false sense of security right there. Alrighty, so we're into this section. There's gonna be a few more mermaid men over there. You gonna come at me right now? Huh? You wanna fight it? Yeah, do your lunging attack. That's exactly what I was hoping for. Throw some knives. Get you on fire. Come on, Fro. Come on, just come at me. Alright, throw this. Boom. Flame you up one more time, and now you are dead. Obviously, we're getting experience leveled up our people, which is gonna be a big part of the whole equation over here. But for now, we're just gonna keep going forward. Did I hit him with my hand with Vin Diesel? I hope I didn't. We're just missing uncontrollably, though. That didn't miss. Ah, haha. Oh, doubled attack, huh? Must be nice. See, unlike you, I actually have to take a moment to recover before I can do another... Oh, really? Alrighty, so apparently this guy is just like, you know, super buffed up Super Saiyan mode over here. Are you gonna die already? Jesus, that took quite a bit of time. Lost a lot of health in the process, too. Let's grab this, and I guess we'll give it to this guy. I should be collecting the, herbs over here to Elijah Wood, the Ratling, just because I did give him the Alchemist skill. I've never really played around with an Alchemist class in Legend of Grimrock, so I'm kind of excited to see what that's all about. Peasant's Cap. I'll give this to Lady Gaga as well, and you can equip that on your head. Boom. You never look stylish than you do right now, Lady Gaga. Let's continue going forward. And another herb. Excellent. Give this to old Frodo Baggins, and we'll give him this as well. Speaking of which, I do have some of these. Give them to old Frodo. We have some shoes which I have yet to equip, so we'll give them to you as well. Alright, so far so good. Anything over here to explore? Not quite. In terms of our food, we're still pretty good. The game will let you know whenever you're starving, so just keep that in mind. She has 630 experience. Well, these guys have a little bit less because the humans do, I guess, acquire a little bit of experience more faster than the other races. Just because, you know, they're kind of like evenly built, so they don't really excel at anything like the other classes kind of do. So over here we're gonna have 2 more of these pissed off mermaid men. You know, fight me through the fence, or are you just kind of mocking me? Don't worry, my friend, I'll get to you. Oh shit. I was hoping you could kind of fire him through the fence, but apparently it's not the case. I took a lot of damage right there. Taylor Swift isn't looking too good. Let me just go back really quickly and heal it up, actually, because I'm now significantly worried what could happen. I mean, obviously you will kind of regenerate this over time, but there is a battle ahead of us that I would prefer to be full health on here. So let's get this going. Perfect. Saving and doing its thing. Now, we forgot this here. This is a Scroll of Fire Burst. I'll give this to Taylor Swift. I already learned this, though. This requires Fire Magic 1, which is what I started off with Taylor Swift with. And, you know, it requires this rune over here to do, which is the one that I learned right off the bat. So, we're a little bit ahead of the curve right now in that regard. There's another turtle up there, which I'll probably come back for later. Right now, I think our main priority is to kind of push forward over here and find a few more items and probably even open up a shortcut, if memory serves correctly right now. But for the most part, I've really been enjoying the outside environment in terms of Legend of Grimrock 2, because Legend of Grimrock 1, you could feel a little bit claustrophobic just hanging out outside or inside caves the entire time, or dungeons, so this is definitely a welcome change, and you know, it's done pretty well. Like, the graphics here look decent, probably. They will look probably even better, like with a good computer. Unfortunately, I lack a good computer, so I kind of have to run this at medium settings, so otherwise, it would look even a lot better than it does right now. We have some more meat. I'll give this to Taylor Swift, and you hook up with that one. Let me queue up my spell here. Now, that's over there, right? Meaning we can't get to it, so I'm going to use my branch, put that through the fence, and open that up. And let's see what we have here. We have a dagger. I'll give this to old Lady Gaga. We also have an ornate key, and we have a health potion. So, all good. And we could probably grab the stick back and take it with us, just in case we do need it. I figure I'll probably use the dagger from now on, but never hurts to have an extra weapon out here. Found a bag. Let's open the sack up, and we have a sling with some rocks. Excellent. So, sling, we'll give this to you. Put this away, and we'll give you some rocks over here. Speaking of which, you should already have some rocks, right? So now you have 5 projectiles for that sling of yours. So you could be like David and fighting Goliath all the time, Elijah Wood, which kind of makes sense with Elijah Wood considering he's a small little guy, so I figure his day-to-day interactions are kind of like meeting Goliaths all the time. I have nothing against Elijah Wood, by the way. He's actually really, really good in like movies I've seen him in recently. He does a lot of horror films or thriller films, which is pretty good. I mean, I'm a big horror buff, so, you know, no offense, Elijah Wood, if you're watching. I didn't really pick this guy out because well, I guess I did say you look kind of, have some rat-like features, but again, it's all out of love. Alright, so this guy waited around patiently while his friend died. Bad move, my friend, because now you're gonna join him in the afterlife really soon as I could throw this rock again. Or get a dagger off. You know what, let's just flame you on. I love that Johnny Storm spell, man, it works so well. Alrighty, so, for the most part, we're doing pretty good over here. I almost kind of rocked 2 mages in the back, just because, you know, mages are capable of doing a lot of damage, but, you know, I wanted to keep a rogue involved just to kind of differentiate my classes a little bit here. So we'll grab this herb, we'll give you this, and Lady Gaga, let's pop open this box here. And we have a shovel, which I will give to Vin Diesel. Another smoked sea bass, I'll keep that with you. Scroll of Poison Cloud. Now this is another spell, but it requires Earth Magic 1, which we don't have right now. So if I do try to learn it, it'll just fizzle out and not actually learn. We have a note. We have a rapier as well. This rapier is actually part of a... well, I'll show you what it's about. And we also have a note. At the lone oak in the shadow of the blue light, I buried it. Captain Kilhagan. Alrighty, well, you buried what? Your first date for prom. You sicko, you sick freak. Let's continue going forward here. So, I do know where he buried his treasure, because, how do I know this? Well, I'm not gonna really admit anything, but I might or might not have, you know, probably dug the entire map trying to find this fucking item. Just because I couldn't really figure out the riddle. And, you know, eventually, I might or might not have figured out it was, you know, probably right behind this oak tree. So, let's have Vin Diesel dig. There we go, found a treasure. Lady Gaga gained a level just by finding treasure. So let's open this up. We have some Embalmer's Robe, which I'll probably give you right now. And we have another health potion, which I'll give to Vin Diesel. And that's all good and dandy. Let's find out what this bomber robe's all about. Protection +2 and vitality +1. A ceremonial robe with numerous hidden pockets filled with tiny vials of putrid smelling chemicals. So it's probably something even better for Elijah Wood, honestly. But because Taylor Swift has such low HP, I'll give her this because of the +1 to vitality. And that'll bring her up to 55. You know, it's not much, but it's something. And alrighty, so overall pretty good. Get this out of the way. And what I'm going to do right now is actually just save, and I'm going to call it an episode here just because we have, I guess not really, but we're close to a boss battle, the first boss battle of the game. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, I encourage you to leave a thumbs up, leave a like. The support really does mean a lot, not only for the series, but for the overall growth of the channel. Again, Legend of Grimrock 2. We'll probably keep going this for a little while, see how you guys like it, and other than that, I will catch you next time.